Welcome viewers, this is SkyFi Audio from Ridgewood, New Jersey. Today we're featuring the McIntosh MC252, one of my favorite amplifiers of modern era from McIntosh. They've made a lot of models. This was at the time their least powerful amplifier at 250 watts times 2. The naming convention of McIntosh usually reflects the number of channels and the number of watts as well. So this is 250 watts times 2. Solid state amplifier, like everything they've made of recent. They do have a couple of tube amps, but most of their bread and butter is solid state amplifiers. So why is this my favorite era from modern McIntosh? Well, mostly the chassis. I know that, yes, it's all about sound quality, but I also like and pay a lot of attention to build quality, and this is my absolute favorite chassis for a bunch of reasons. First of all, the size. It's fairly small. It measures about, I guess, total depth is no more than 14.5 inches, maybe 15.5 if you count the knobs. And as you can see, they put all the connectors facing upward so that you don't eat up a lot of depth with the connectors, especially the XLRs. They're fairly deep. So let me go back to the front. So look at this chassis. It's absolutely easy to work with, easy to fit into cabinets, and easy to carry and manage. Typical McIntosh construction of late, polished, highly polished stainless steel chassis, amazing connector quality, large heat sinks, and of course their transformers set up with autoformers on the output state. The other significant difference is this was the last of the sort of 3D configuration on the faceplate. Some loved, some hated it. I absolutely love it. Look at this thing. It's thick, almost half an inch thick glass in the front with heavy aluminum end plates and this protrusion in the front. It's for styling, but it also adds to the overall look of the amplifier. Super good. One of the things we've learned over the years is that it's really tricky to ship a McIntosh amplifier across the country without damage. We've gotten fairly good at it, but we have the best results from this series because the glass is so thick and so well made that they're not likely to crack. I believe it must be a tempered glass of some sort. So let's go through the features. And the front is fairly simple and consistent with stuff of today. The left knob controls the state of the meters. So this is lights off, this is the lights are on, and this is the hold, so that while it's playing it will hold the highest wattage rating for a few seconds. The right side has the off here on the left, the remote that is in case you want to turn it on with a 12-volt trigger, and the on is clearly to turn the unit on. You can see the power guard lights light up as I turn the unit on. That just shows they're working. It's like an indicator. Let's go to this side. Same configuration. And in the top, let's see what they've got on there. So the model number MC252, precision stereo by McIntosh. Power output 250 watts into 2 408 ohm load. And in mono configuration, it's 500 watts into 1, 2, 4, 8, or 16 ohm loads. So how do they do that? How come it's the same 250 watts across all loads? Well, that's the autoformers. That's a McIntosh hallmark. They're able to consistently deliver every bit of the watts that you've purchased, regardless of the load. And it also contributes to the great McIntosh sound quality that we love. Going to the back panels, we've got the speaker outputs here for our left and right channel. The left channel's got a common on the, sorry about that. So common here on the left, 2, 4, and 8 ohm output taps. So if you had 8 ohm speakers, you would essentially connect negative and positive to there. Followed by a fuse, standard IC power cord. And here are the switches for mono and bridge configuration. So here's stereo is to the left, mono bridge, and mono biamp. And then you've got XLR inputs here, RCA conventional, and the right channel outputs. So, what is a mono bridged versus mono biamp? Well, mono bridged is essentially taking both the left and the right channels and combining them into one more powerful channel. In this case, it's 500 watts. In mono biamp, you're essentially taking the input signal and sending it to both left and right speaker outputs. This would be helpful if you had, for example, speakers with dual speaker inputs. You would utilize one of these amps for the left channel, another amp for the right channel, and send a set of outputs to the woofers and a set of output to the tweeters. So it's almost like a different way of doing it. Instead of going fully mono, you go biamped. On the bottom or the lower part of the chassis, hard to read with the lighting, but same sort of mimicking as the front. Serial number, and not much else. So I think that about wraps it up. MC252. The next step up from here, I think, was the 352 with 100 more watts per channel. This particular one's available in our store, but by the time you read this, it'll probably be gone. But I hope this would be helpful to anybody else shopping for a 252 from somewhere else. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel. That'll motivate us to keep making these videos. And visit us online at www.skyfiaudio.com for the greatest vintage audio gear out there. Thanks so much.